All right, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, boys. I hope everybody's doing well, inshallah. Everybody's healthy, everybody's good. May Allah keep all of you safe and sound. So, today's topic is about heart. We are continuing the heart. Good morning to Malik and Abu Simmons. And Sami already has a question. Yes, Sami, what's your question? Can you message? Or we have to give it the mic?
Mister, you said yesterday in the exam only we will get a blood. When when I see the exam schedule, I see we have a plant and we have the
I said up till blood.
uh,
Whatever we have studied up till blood. Maybe blood 3.1 will be added, maybe it will be reduced. But to be on the back side, it will be up till blood.
okay.
All right. Thank you for clearing up this confusion. So let's start the session. Okay, so we have the heart. Where is the presenter? I need a presenter today, and I'll support him. Okay, we got two presenters. So how many slides do I have? Wait a second. We have six of them. So three would be with Abdul Samad and three would be with Khalid. Yeah. Ready? So let's start.
Mister, let
Yes.
Khalid today. I've done it twice now.
Okay. So let's give it to Khalid.
Yes, hello, mister.
Yes. Hello. Hello.
Hello, mister. Yes.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
Good, mister. How are you, mister?
Abdullah.
Objective of the lesson. Understand the main component of circularity system. What is the heart? Where it is located in a human body? What is the importance of the heart in a human body? The structure of a heart. How does the heart work? How oxygenated and deoxygenated blood are kept separate in heart.
All right. So these are the objectives, and let's see what Khalid can explain from this slide.
The heart. The diagram on the right shows the size of the heart, what heart is made of. The diagram on the right shows of the heart and where it is. Lungs and the ribs removed to show the heart. You need to remove the lung and the ribs so you can show the heart. The heart, so the heart is below the lungs and and the ribs. But the position of the heart in the human body is in the middle, but a little bit to the left.
Good.
The size of the heart and what is the heart made of and how does a heart beat.
So what do you think? What is the size of the heart?
I think it's about it's about almost the size of like half of the wait. I think it's like a soccer ball size.
No, look at the Abdul Samad. He's showing you a sign.
It's like a fist or a
Yes,
wrist.
it's the size of your fist. Whatever the size of your fist is, that is the size of your heart, right?
And yes, and what is the heart made of?
Yes. Is it made of, what
It's
is
made
it?
of muscle.
Yes, good. So they are made up of special muscles. We call them cardiac muscles.
And how does a heart beat? The heart beats when it contracts and when it pushes blood and takes blood in.
Yes, good. The atriums, the upper chambers contract together and the ventricles relax. Then the ventricles contract and the atrium relax. So they make the sound of a lub dub, lub dub, lub dub. That's the sound of the heart. right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Can I go on? I cannot.
You cannot what?
Can you
You
go to
cannot.
the next slide?
Yes,
I can't go to the next slide.
I'll do it for you. Hold on.
The structure of the heart.
Okay,
The diagram shows what's inside of the heart looks like.
1 minute, Khalid, 1 minute. Muhammad Al Uthaymi was raising a hand. So, Muhammad, yes.
Mister, can you go to the slide before?
Yes, we can go to the slide before.
Mister, I was thinking about a question that when you go to the hospital and you will make and I will make like Mister,
Yes, I'm listening.
what's الصمد عملية بالإنجليزي إيش؟
Khalid, would you like to answer that?
تبعيد.
عملية بالإنجليزي.
Mr. Operation or surgical operation.
Okay.
Operation of a heart.
Okay,
For
you
the
want to
heart.
go for the
That
operation?
is very dangerous.
Yes, the chances of surviving
Yeah.
are less. Yes.
You need to open your lungs and ribs to open the
To see the heart. Yes.
to see the heart. But Mister, my question is how they open the lungs and the ribs to see the heart.
They don't open the lungs. They open only the ribs. They use the electric cutter, electric saw. So they cut open through the rib cage by cutting all these bones. They have to open it up like a chest, like a box.
Yeah.
And then they have their hands onto the heart. So it's not an easy job, and it's very painful. And after the surgery, the person has to be given a lot of painkillers so that he would feel the pain of the bones, because the bone has the maximum pain in our body. This is the maximum amount of pain we can feel when the bone gets hurt. So if you have cut open the bones, then you are on the maximum amount of pain.
Thank you, Mister.
Okay, good question. So Muhammad Husseini was talking about the bypass surgery. We call it a bypass surgery. Okay, Ahmed, yes, you can go. Ahmed's okay. So what happens is it's a very painful process. They have to cut open the whole chest, and then they have to make sure that the person stays in appropriate unconsciousness. The blood supply is always also there. So we will try to watch a small clip on this. I don't want to show you the complete details of it. Or if you're too much curious about it, you should watch it on the YouTube. There are videos available for the bypass surgery. So we have a chat. If we cut an organ, does it hurt more than the bones? Organs do not have the sensory system as we have in the bones. So if we remove what do you call it? If we remove any of the organs, like we sometimes have to remove the gallbladder, sometimes the kidneys, that doesn't have much pain as compared to the pain of those which have damaged or cut open the bones. The pain is less. It's because of the muscles and the tissues that have been cut. So you feel the pain over there. Yes, even in the appendix.
The structure. Continue, Mister.
Yes, Khalid?
The structure of the heart. The diagram shows the inside of the heart, how it looks like. The artery of the lungs. The artery of the lungs is where deoxygenated blood comes from comes from to the heart, and the veins from the body. That's wait, no, the artery from the lung. That's the where they release, and veins from the body deoxygenated blood, and the upper chamber. It's where the veins push the deoxygenated blood inside the heart. The valve is where Mister, is the valve the small tube, or is it looking at the thing on the left side?
I'm sorry, what?
If you look at the valve, is it looking at the tube, the small tube, or on the left side? I think that looks like a butterfly wing.
Oh, no, 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 that's not the valve. This is the location of the valve, but they didn't draw it right. The valve is going to be over here in this area, in this tube. It's not the butterfly, it's the tube inside it. The valve is going to be here, in here. I'll show you
Okay.
the structure of the valve.
Okay, so and then under the valve is the lower chamber, and then that everything that I said, all of it is on the right, on the right side, on the right side. It says on the right side, on the left side, because this heart is above us. I mean, it's not mirrored, because if we look at the mirror, it would have the same thing.
Right, right.
Mr. Just let me do something quickly.
Okay, what is the quickly? Can you explain the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood? Yes, Khalid, there's a question for you. Can you explain the oxygenated and deoxygenated? Where did Khalid go? Yes, Sabat.
He said he has something to do.
What is
He
something?
closed. I don't know.
So the presenter just ran away and left the whole class just like this.
And Mister, I want to say something to Atabi. Allah يهديك.
Why?
Now I'm getting chills up my spine just thinking about opening the ribs and the
It's a horrible, 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 the most horrible thing that can happen to a human. Nothing else is more horrible. Now we have a better technology. We use, what do we call it? What was it? It just slipped out of my head. We call it, it was just in my corner of my mind. It's a small tube. Let me just explain, and maybe that name will jump into my head. It's a small tube that we let it go inside the human from the middle of the leg and the stomach region. So where the leg starts, you're looking at the stomach, right? At the end of the stomach, where your leg starts, at that point they insert a tube. We call it a small tube. It's a very painless tube. So the tube goes all the way up to the heart. And those who are crying out like this will not become doctors. And we call it, what was it called?
Search it on Google. Should I search it and tell you?
Yeah, look at the name of, write it down, that alternative for, let me write it down, let me check. Let me open the Google. And let me close this.
Mr. Khalid has returned.
Yes, but Khalid has been disqualified. Alternative of bypass heart surgery. We call it, what do we call it? Angioplasty. Yes. Well, I can't recall it. So angioplasty is actually without opening the rib cage, without physically touching the heart. We insert the tubes and we go and check the heart and see which artery or which vein is getting blocked, and we clean it up through that tube, and then we place even sometimes stunts. The stunt is, the stunt is like you have those pens with you, the automatic pens. You know the automatic pens, the pen where you click, where there's a small spring inside. When you click on top, the nib comes out. You click it again, the nib goes in. So there's a small
Yes, yes.
spring. We put that spring into the tube so it opens up the tube and it doesn't get weak. It doesn't collapse. Imagine you have a tube which is so old and so weak that it can't stay open by itself. So it collapses, then we put these studs inside. So yes, Mohammed.
Mister, I want to say something to the front. تسمعني؟
Yes, I hear him.
يعني ترى حتى أنا تقربت ماني كل حالك ترى.
Okay.
ماشي
Bye.
مشكلة.
And Mister, my other question is, did you read the worksheet I sent you, the one for the circularity system you wanted us to do on Sunday or Monday?
Did you send me an email?
Yes.
I don't remember. But I'll check it again.
Okay, thank you.
If you can send me the email again, I'll double check.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Yasin has a question. Yes, Yasin.
So yeah, mister, did you see my homework?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, mister, can I read this?
Yes, sure, why not?
The diagram shows the inside of the heart look like arched lungs, vein from body, upper chamber, valve, lower chamber, right side, left side, valve, vein from lungs, artery to body.
All right, good job. I remember Yusuf Idris and Yusuf Bukhari's homework was really nice. And Yasin's homework was good. So I left my comments on it as well. And there is another frozen person with us. Is it a picture or is it a video? Seems like a picture. Yusuf. Hello. He's like a statue. Doesn't move a muscle. So who's going to explain the difference between oxygenated and deoxygenated blood? Okay, Muhammad Al-Thaybi is raising a hand. Muhammad, you have the mic.
Mister, I forgot to lower my hand.
You forgot to lower your hand. Okay, so let's give it to Samad. Up to Samad, you have it.
Oxygenated blood, it takes the blood off. It sends the blood over to the organs of the body, and it contains oxygen. But deoxygenated blood collects the blood from the carbon dioxide from other organs and takes it back to the heart, so it can send it to the lungs and out of the body.
All right, good. So Nouri, did you understand the question? The answer, I mean? Okay, I hope he did. So let's go to this one. All right, who would like to explain this? Okay, Muhammad wants to do it. Yes, Muhammad, you have the mic.
Mister,
Yes, what is in this slide?
how the heart works. The heart is made of a muscle. It contracts and relaxes. When it contracts, the size of the heart is reduced. Contraction causes a squeeze and thus pushes the blood out of heart. There are valves between upper and lower chambers. These valves prevent flow of blood backwards and keep it flowing in one direction.
All right. So
Contract,
have you finished?
yeah.
Okay, good. So let me explain a little bit of it, as you have seen the Yusuf Bukhari says he couldn't hear us. Okay, Yusuf, no problem. All right, now looking at this, the first thing is heart is made of muscles. They contract to relax. When it contracts, the size is reduced. When they relax, the size is big. And the contraction causes a squeeze, and thus the blood is pushed out of the heart. If you're looking at this, this is the ventricles pushing. Let me grab the pen. The ventricles are pushing over here. They're contracting. The blood is going out. So the going out is going to be through the ventricles. And the blood which is coming in is through the atrium. So please remember this. A for entrance, A, atrium, V, ventricle, V is for pushing it out. A for atrium, which is okay, sorry, I just saw something funny. Sorry. So all right, needed to clear my throat. So there are walls between these atriums and chambers which will stop the motion of the blood going back. So that was the only thing that you should remember when it comes how the heart works. And this slide, the previous slide, let me go to the previous slide. This is what you should remember about, what do you call it? Malik is in the waiting room. Okay. So this is what you should be remembering about the labeling of the heart. Right? So let's go to the next slide. This is an activity. Who would explain this activity? Ahmed, Sami, Khalid. Khalid is raising a hand. Yes, Khalid.
Yes, Mr. this this activity is you can feel the pulse where if you see the diagram on the right, if you put your finger on below your thumb at the entrance of your fist or wrist, you can feel the pulse. You can feel it more stronger if you run or do something like energetic or something that would take energy away. And above the wrist is another place where you can feel the pulse if you are sitting down or running or anything.
Okay, this is for the pulse. Now, what is it asking you to do? Yes, Khalid. What is point 2, 3, 4 asking? Khalid, you have become quiet. Why did you mute yourself?
Yes, Mr. Because I thought I finished, and then turns out not.
They
It
are,
says
yeah.
work with a partner and ask them to sit very still and relaxed for a few minutes, and then count their pulse rate. Now ask your partner to do some exercise for 2 minutes. Your teacher will suggest a good exercise to do. As soon as your partner has finished exercising, count their pulse rate again. Continue to count their pulse rate every 2 minutes for 10 minutes. Draw a graph draw a graph to display your results. 7. Use your results to write a short conclusion.
So you have to, first of all, do count your pulse. This is what you really guys need to do. Take a paper, write it down, and check. See, Abdul Samad says is 77 while standing at 66 on resting. Okay, so write it again. So first of all, you relax, sit down, and check your pulse. How many count beats is happening per minute? in a minute. You can simply do this by counting it for 6 seconds after you've located your pulse. Count it for 6 seconds, multiply by 10, you'll have the 60 beats per minute. So instead of counting for 60 seconds, you can count it only for 6 seconds. So he has got 73 beats per minute. Okay, good. Now, what you gotta do is exercise something vigorous. Do the sit-ups as fast as you can. Do at least 30 sit-ups, 30, 35, 40, or 20 as easily as you can without getting your legs cramped. So those who are playing football, they can easily do 40 sit-ups. And those who are couch potatoes like me, they can do 15 to 10. So once you have done a fast exercise in a very fast way, in a fast manner, then again count your pulse. Once you have counted your pulse, you write it down and then make a graph. Draw a graph. You can use the Excel file and take a screenshot of it or take a picture out of it. Use your results as a conclusion that what was happening while you were sitting and what happened when you started exercising and you were moving fast. So make a conclusion about it. Not now. This is like a small homework. When you're free, you have a week to do this. And once you're done, you can submit in the same homework folder. And I'll put this question for you guys as a reminder in the homework folder as well. So it's a small activity. You would be able to know that how strong your heart is. If you did a very hectic exercise and your heart beats still not above 120, 130, that means, mashallah, your heart is strong. But if you're a couch potato like me, it's gonna definitely go 130, 140 plus. So that means the heart had to work a lot of work. He had to do a lot of hard work to provide you with the blood when you are exercising. Those who are football champions, they will find that their heartbeat might be like 110, 115, not more than that. So the slower your heart is pumping, the stronger your heart is. Even if you're sitting, if it is 65, 70, 75, that means it's a strong heart, mashallah. So let's go to the last part of the slide. Who would summarize? What time are we left with? We have about 10 minutes, right? 10:45, 11:20, 11:25. We have 10 minutes. Khalid says 12. Okay. So who would like to summarize this? There are 3 people raising a hand. I'm not sure you guys raised now or you have been raising it before I made the question. So I'm going to lower everybody's hand. And now you guys can raise your hand. Khalid, Mohammed. Okay, I'll give the mic to Mohammed. Yes, Mohammed.
Hello, Mr.
Yes, you have the mic.
Okay. The heart is made of muscle which contracts and relaxes to pump blood around the body. The heart contains valves to make sure the blood always flows in the right direction.
Good. So I promised you guys to show you the valves. Let me go to the heart valves. Tricuspid valve picture. Let's go to the images. Images. Open images. Okay. Tricuspid means it has 3 parts. Let me show you the screen. So we have to go to the internet. Okay. Which one is the best picture for you guys to understand? I think this one. Oh, let me see. This one. Look at this. This is a bicuspid. And this is a tricuspid. It has 3. Let me open up my camera and I'll explain with my camera as well. So you guys can see. Imagine this is one cuspid. This is the second. If they unite together, and the blood has to flow from here, so it opens like this. So the blood is flowing from this side. It just opens like this. And the blood will not be able to come in that direction. So it is like a hollow from this side, and the flaps work like that. It has a flap-like structure. So if they have got 3 hands, so it will become tricuspid. 2 hands, bicuspid, right? And let me show you a video. Maybe there will be a video. Let me just check on YouTube. Maybe they have an animation on tricuspid and bicuspid valves. Okay, so it opens fast. Yes, it opens and closes fast because it has to control a beat. When your heart does the lub dub, it opens like a flash and closes back so the blood doesn't come back. Tricuspid. It sounds like a trifocustard cuspid valves and bicuspid valves. Okay, let's see if we have any animation of this. Yes, we do. So let's share this.
Hello again, everyone. This is Matt from KenHub. And in this tutorial, we will specifically explore the anatomy, function, and area of the tricuspid valve. The valves of the heart serve the cardiovascular system by controlling the direction of the blood flow during circulation and determining the exact moment in which the blood passes between the chambers of the heart, as well as in and out of it entirely. The tricuspid valve, also known as the right atrioventricular valve, is one of two atrioventricular valves. As its name suggests, it has three separate cusps. It sits between the right atrium and right ventricle, functioning to prevent the backflow of atrial blood accumulation when it passes onto the ventricle. The atrioventricular valves attach to the ventricular walls via the chordae tendineae, which in turn attach to the papillary muscles so that the cusps are held tense and don't invert into the atria.
This one is not an animation. They are actually using the pictures. I thought they would have. This is the tricuspid. Look at this. This is one part of it. Look at that. This is the opening up. This is the second, and this is the third. So this is a tricuspid valve, right? So it opens like this way. And look at this one. This is the bicuspid. So this is 1, 2 flap, and this is the third flap, right? So they open up like this. It's like a one-way direction of the. So if the blood wants to go back, it stops it, just like that. So it opens, it stops, it opens, it stops. Opens, it closes, I mean, sorry. We have still boys coming in at this time. Oh, care supervisor is here. I thought there was a student coming at this time, and I was going to ask him. Flap, Khalid, this thing was the flap. Let me go back. This is like a flap, one part. One hand, one thing was a flap. What does it do? It opens and closes the gate, just like I showed my hands. So let me open up the camera. So you're looking at this. I said this is two parts. So it's one flap, two flaps. They make bicuspid valve. And the blood is going to go this way, and they open and they close suddenly like that. Open and close like that. So the blood cannot come back in this direction, right? Okay, we have Sami asking a question. Yes, Sami?
يعني Mr. The muscles inside the blood, it is not like the muscles we have it in our body. It is a different muscle.
Muscles inside the blood?
No, inside the heart.
The heart is made of muscles.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, they are the unique muscles. They are not anybody else.
Okay.
And Nouri, stop playing with my screen, please. So they are known as cardiac muscles. They are extraordinary super muscles, which are constantly beating and contracting, relaxing, contracting, and relaxing. So there is no other muscle in the body which can work like this except for the heart, which is constantly working 24/7. And Nouri is thinking about pizzas. So we are done with the lesson for today. I'll stop the recording.